August 11th, Sunday, John 6:41 to 51. Saint Teresa of Calcutta related a story showing how the poor are more generous than the rich, because the poor have experienced hunger and poverty. Learning of a poor Hindu family in Kolkata who had been starving for many days, Mother Teresa visited them and brought a bag of rice for the mother. She was surprised to see how the mother divided the rice into 2 equal portions and went out with one bundle to give it to her Muslim neighbor. When she returned, Mother Teresa asked her why she had done such a generous deed. The woman replied, "My family can manage with half the rice in this bag. My neighbor's family has several children and they are also starving." Today's gospel begins with the Pharisees murmuring about Jesus. They were arguing about his statement, "I am the bread come down from heaven." He then tells his listeners, "I am the bread of life. It is true that our ancestors ate manna in the desert. However, I am the living bread come down from heaven. Anyone who eats this bread will never die." The people listening to Jesus were scandalized. After all, who was he to make such fantastic claims? True, he was a powerful preacher, but how could he be the bread of life? And then Jesus goes on one step further and says, "The bread that I will give is my flesh for the life of the world." Here is the main point. Jesus did not come into the world mainly to give bread, but to be bread. "I am the bread of life. He who comes to me will not hunger. He who believes in me will never thirst." Secondly, Jesus did not come to be useful, but to be precious. Many Christians receive him as useful, or another way to put it is, Jesus Christ did not come into the world to assist you in meeting desires you already had before you were born again. He came into the world to change your desires so that he is the main one. That is the reason he came. In the first reading today, Prophet Elijah, fleeing the wrath of Jezebel, was strengthened in the desert by a meal of baked wafer and a jug of water, food that gave him the strength he needed to continue his march and reach the mountain of God. In the discourse on the bread of life, we see the sign that heralds the Eucharist. Jesus' marvelous offering to humanity. Blessed Carlo Acutis, a lover of the Eucharist, was right when he said, "The Eucharist is my highway to heaven." He lived for Jesus, and in his daily participation in the Mass, he made Jesus his food, which filled him with love. Dear friends, today I invite you to be awake and alert. Jesus, our bread from heaven, may appear to us in strange or unusual ways. Or he may appear to us in the daily, disguised in a friend, an unexpected helping hand, or in the quiet of the morning. Keep your eyes, ears, mind, and heart open and alert. Don't want to miss him. Wishing you a holy Sunday, Father Paul, CSSR, from Kerala.